Puerto Rico's not a fucking state. Virgin Islands is not a fucking state. It's a fucking territory. So, too bad. But we still get to clean up their shit when a hurricane flushes their island for them. Flushes their shit off their island for them. We get to rebuild it for them. Thank you. They should be happy they get hurricanes. That does wash all their shit off their island. Takes care of the homeless populations. Like, damn, Doug, you're heartless. Like, well, if you're gonna live in a fucking hurricane fucking area, you either get off your ass and build you some good shelter or you fucking die. Sorry. That's how it goes. If you gotta live in a cement bunker for a house, what the hell? That wouldn't be a bad thing. You would probably be able to survive the winds and the rain unless you had a sea surge and it flooded you out. But that's your fault for not putting in storm doors. We'll seal this shit up. If we go underwater for a couple hours, we'll be okay. Hopefully that will evaporate or move out so we don't run out of air. Or build your house high enough where you can go to the second story and wait out for the water to recede. But yeah, building you an underground house, that ain't too smart if you're in a flood zone. But yeah, I'd love to have a underground house. That would be cool. I'd love to have an in-mountain house where you just dig you a hole in the mountain and build it out into a nice home. As long as the mountain doesn't come tumbling down, you'll be okay. Just make sure you have a stable rock face. But I've seen YouTube videos on people living in tents. Oh, what a fucking crazy ass idea that is. They made them pretty nice inside, but come 50 mile an hour wind, you're gonna get blown out of there. Any heavy rain, you're gonna start getting wet. Well, yeah, what a night. Can't ask for a nicer night. Nice little breeze. About 72 degrees out here with a little high humidity, but with the breeze it makes it pretty sweet. We won't be able to do this pretty soon. Come November, December, fuck that shit. I ain't going outside. I'm gonna have my space heater on and watch fucking YouTube movies and shit like that. And hope for next summer will be a better summer. We'll be able to go out and do stuff. Go out and enjoy the city or enjoy the lake more. Be able to socialize with the RVers. That would be awesome again. But yeah, that's the bad thing about being a full-time RVer. And you stay at an RV park, you get to meet some really nice people that are either here working and will only be here for maybe a year, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, or until their job moves to another part of the state or something. The hardest part is when you meet nice people and they gotta move on. That's the bad part. Like, oh, you guys were fun. Had a good time chatting with you, getting to know you, hanging out and cooking steaks and things and shooting the shit. Now you want to go. But oh well. Some people, that's what they want to do though. They want to stay somewhere for a short time and move on to the next adventure, which I don't blame them a bit. If you can afford to do that, that's awesome. That's the fun way of doing it. But like I said, every time you hook up your rig and you hit the road, that's where your adventure starts, because you never know what's going to happen on the road. You get a blowout, your tow vehicle could break down. You might have an accident with your trailer. You might run into a sign turned a little bit too it didn't turn wide enough and you smacked a parked car with your trailer. All sorts of excitement could happen on the road. It's when you finally get to your destination and you unhitch and you hook up your power if you got power and get settled in. You unpacked everything you had to pack up because you're on the road. You can't leave all your shit out while you're bouncing down the road, or it might get broken. So you gotta pack all your shit, stow it right. You don't want to stow it too far in the back, too far in the front. Gotta just make sure you have your weight distributed good. And when you get to your destination, you could sit back and relax and have a good rig to sit back and stay out of the bugs and bad weather in. And you can't complain because you got everything you need. You got a shower, you might have a bathtub shower, you might just have a short little bathtub shower like I do. And you got a toilet, and you got water, you got a microwave, you got a fridge, you got a little freezer, and you got TVs, and hopefully you might have bought your own little satellite receiver dish, so you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi well, I wouldn't want satellite internet. I'd just get satellite for movies and stuff. But at least you got TV to watch. Like I said, most RV parks would offer at least free Wi-Fi. This one doesn't. But it's available if you get the Wi-Fi receiver through the internet provider, or go to Walmart and buy you a cable modem with Wi-Fi modem hooked together all in one unit, like I did. So you don't have to pay rent on that fucking piece of shit unit, the internet provider provides for a low fee of $4 a month. You're like, fuck that. You already charged me too much for internet already. I'll buy my own shit. Just give me the internet. So yeah. But the best thing I could tell you about RV parks is search RV parks on YouTube or on Google. Prefer Google. They usually have a phone number. They should have a good presentation on their website showing you pictures of the parks, the rules of the parks. That's pretty important. Most rules are standard. About pets, most parks won't let you have a pit bull. If you got a pit bull, you probably won't be welcome at the park. If you have a 10-year-old RV, they might not let you in the park. Don't understand that 10-year-old RV bullshit. Other than if it has a lot of dings, dents, and broken windows, and it